Hello. 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 All right, we're getting ready for Aries. Excuse me. That Tang, I'm drinking Tang now. Oh boy. How's everybody doing? We good? We good? I can't see everybody. Right. Make sure this is. I got my tank top on underneath it here. All right. Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Texas. Thank you. Yeah, we made it to a brand new year. All right. All right, Aries. Ooh, Aries. Ooh, you're falling all over. Okay, Aries. All right, Aries. Right now, we got to start getting things in order. Okay, hurry up. Hurry up, Aries, because right now, a lot of you are struggling with finishing up. Finishing up. It's okay. It's all right. We're only in January 2nd. So it's okay. You'll get it cleaned up and get ready to start the new year. You'll get it together. It's only Sunday. So we can do this. We can do this. All right, Aries. All right, Aries. So during the month of January, you're shifting yourself right now. You're going through a shift. You're going through some changes. Perhaps some of you, a transformation. True. Some of you are trying to adjust to things that have already, okay, I don't want to have to focus on 2021, but unfortunately, we're still cleaning up in January. In January, we're still cleaning up these messes, but it's going to be okay. We're going to find a way to make this happen, so to speak, Aries. So it's showing where you're looking at everything as the Queen of Cups comes up for you. With the Queen of Cups, you're looking at everything as you should. You're looking at everything as its value, what holds value, what doesn't with you. You're trying to sift through the entire year of 2021 in a day or two, and you just can't, it's not enough time. You got to slow it down. Start with one category, one subject, one perspective area that needs the first attention. Prioritize where you need to make these changes at first. Okay. Oh, this hair, this. Ooh, I'll tell you what. All right. So prioritize where you need to make these changes. Allow something to take its place. Allow something to create a diversion for you so that it keeps you from relapsing, so to speak, going backwards. All right. Keep your car and drive. Okay. Stay neutral or drive. No reverse right now. We don't want to do any reverse right now. Okay. Ooh, this hair. I can't take much more of it. All right. So, Aries, as you go through the first and second week of January, a lot of you might be counting change, counting your money, counting your assets, taking account of things. For some of you, it's about preparing, maybe getting your taxes prepared, getting things that you need in order to do your taxes. It's putting things in order. Alignment is going to be very important for Aries in the first month of this new year, 2022. A lot of you, Aries, have definitely taken a leap of faith into a certain either position, whether that's your career, or into a certain position as far as where you're standing in a relationship, in a situation. Some of you have decided to clear the canvas, so to speak, starting out with a blank canvas in January, wanting to then create through your own artistic gifts that you have, through your own abilities, wanting to create that maybe ambiance in your house. Maybe you're wanting to create this new person. Maybe you're wanting to change your hair color, your hairstyle. Maybe you're wanting to change your clothes. Maybe you're wanting to change the people that you hang with. There's a lot of big changes coming for you. A lot of changes are going to happen to you. But I need you, Aries, to focus on the fact that these changes are for your best interest, for your highest good. The opportunities will present themselves by the third week of January. Opportunities that are going to allow you to go different places, to maybe rent different spaces. And when I say that, it means to spend more time in places maybe that you haven't recently or frequently visited, places that you need to start going, things you need to start doing, things you want to put in your agenda for this month beginning. The next card comes up as the Three of Wands. As many of you know, with the Three of Wands, you're holding on still to something that you feel is valuable, that you feel is worth it. You're holding on to more so, rather than it being a person, it's more about holding on to your hopes, holding on to your dreams, holding on to even misconceptions. Thank you, Brittany Bowen. Thank you so much for joining and being a member of H&G Spirit Messages. Thank you, thank you. For a lot of you, Aries, again, you're holding on still. You got one hand left on it. Before, you might have had two hands. You might have had a really strong, firm grip. But you've released one hand so far. Now you're still just barely holding on. For some of you, by a thread. For some of you, you know that an ending that's about to happen is needed. It's been put off. It's been prolonged. It's definitely been a challenge for you. A lot of you are so afraid to face this turn or this turn of events or this new journey without your so-called sidekick, other half. Definitely not the better half. But Aries, you're going to find the courage in January to finally say, you know what? I'm going to live my life accordingly. I'm going to do what I need to do for me, to take care of me, to make me happy, to make me strong, to make me healthy, even wealthy. But I am not going to allow certain things or people to come into my life that want to drag me backwards. A lot of you have worked too damn hard, too hard to throw it all away on a what if, on a maybe, on a I don't know. You can't do that. For some of you, the person that you're dealing with in January has many options. They're considering other options. They didn't take you as a choice. They put you in line with the other options. For some of you, you know that if somebody wants to be with you, come hell or high water, wild horses couldn't keep them away from you. If somebody's not really that into you, then they're going to keep the distance. They're going to come around when it's convenient. For some of you, with the Ace of Cups, the universe is trying to give you the blessings that is needed. They're trying to show you that those tears that you've cried in the past can be flipped to tears of joy now in the present and in the near future. For some of you with the moon card, you've been dealing with somebody who's being shady, somebody who's not owning their own shit, somebody who didn't take accountability nor responsibility. It also shows that with this moon card, somebody will keep telling you what you want to hear. It may not be what's true. Somebody also is looking at you as if you're gullible, as if you're weak, as if you're needy or desperate or willing to stay no matter what they do. Always forgiving them, always giving them another chance, always willing to take them back. Gonna have to ask yourself, have I had enough? Do I really want to do a whole nother year with all that again? Do you really want to go over every lesson, Aries? Aries, you have the Magician card, which tells me that you are able to create such beauty, such happiness, such joy. You're able to make it happen. You have a full cup of love that you can choose to give to anybody that you choose to. Somebody who was willing to reciprocate that love back to you tenfold, more so. Can you imagine, Aries, having somebody in your life who loves you as much as you love them, if not more? Can you imagine, Aries, to finally cross that threshold with them? Can you imagine to build, create, develop all these new love communication skills to get that home, to build that family, to have what you think is the impossible dream with this person? There's a tremendous balance. Now, Aries, back in 2021, you missed two opportunities that could have taken you to a different place, a different level. It could have created different emotions and feelings, but you missed it. But it's okay, because guess what? We're here, January 2022, and they're coming again. So what are you going to do this time? What are you going to do this time? I want you, Aries, to understand that January is filled with opportunities for you. It's filled with excitement, a lot of things to do, a lot of outings, a lot of gatherings, a lot of hanging out, a lot of catching up. And also, somebody, for a lot of you, Aries, somebody that you knew a long time ago. I don't think you dated them, but you knew them, whether it's from school, grammar school, where you used to live. Somebody's about to cross your path. Out of the blue, unexpected, not planned. The first thing you're going to say when you see this person is, oh my God, I'm not even dressed today. I was just cleaning and I ran out to get a few things and I didn't know I was going to run into somebody. They're going to love you just the way you are. Male or female, doesn't matter. Aries, please allow whatever energies, challenges that get pushed toward you in the month of January, instead of trying to avoid it, run from it, being afraid of it, face it. Face it immediately. Okay, what are you bringing to me, universe? What is this that I got to deal with? Dissect it, break it down to whatever you need to do, whether it's a huge bill that comes out of the blue. Break it down into payments. Now it's not so huge and it'll be handled. If it's an emotional issue, a past partner, temptation from the devil, addictions, whatever you're going through, look it in the eye. Make it clear. If you don't want it, then say, I don't want it. I rebuke you and anything that's got to do with it. Or if you want it, if you haven't figured it out, if you want to do the lessons again, then say, okay, come on in. I'll take it. Come on in. Your choice. Your consequence. All right, Aries. So, Aries, you might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed right now. It's like, wow, this is all too much. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of things coming. There's a lot of things I want to do. There's a lot of things I got to do. There's a lot of things I got to clean up from last year. There's a lot of things that I'm dealing with right now on my plate. But you know what? This overwhelming feeling is because you haven't asked anybody else to come and help you. You haven't reached out to anybody else, and you're taking on this pressure by yourself. You're feeling like you have to do it all alone. You don't. Whether you reach up to your higher power, whether you reach up to your best friend, whether you reach out to your family members, whoever you can reach out to, whoever you feel comfortable enough to talk to, do so. Because it's going to take off the load. It's going to make it easier. Somebody's going to show you a different perspective to see the challenges that are in front of you. Instead of seeing them as a challenge, see them as a blessing. A lot of people say all the time that it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And I believe that was Jerry Mullen who spoke that. So a lot of you, as I said, temptation, the devil, he works all day. He don't take off for holidays. He's 24/7. He wants to keep you addicted. He wants to make you believe you need substances to get you to go where you are, to help you to relieve so-called pain, to get you to deal with situations, to get you to stop hurting from the past. Do you really believe that? Have you convinced yourself that taking those pills or smoking that shit or drinking that stuff or whatever is what you truly need to get you through something? For some of you, it might be medications. It might be the medications from doctors. From some of you, yes, if you need to take mental health medications, then you take them. Absolutely, you take them. They'll keep you balanced and it'll keep you safe, so to speak, functional. For some of you, if you don't take the medicines that you're needed to take, it can be a very debilitating, excruciating, painful way to try to deal with life. It can create a lot of confusions or delusions. For some of you, you have to be careful. For some of you, you're going to go into a lot of holistic things this year, trying to do things on a more natural level, which is really good for you if that's your choice. But whatever you do, don't stop taking care of you. Don't ignore the red flags. In 2021, Aries, you ignored a million red flags. You have to look at each flag. There's a reason that a flag pops up. It's to make you stop, to take a look around you. Always know what your surroundings are. Whether you're going shopping, whether you're at the mall, whether you're at the grocery store, this isn't the same world that we used to live in 10, 20 years ago. This is a world now where you don't know what could happen. There's no such thing as it doesn't happen in this town. There is no such thing with that anymore. Years ago, growing up as children, my parents could leave the doors unlocked while we were at school all day and they were at work so that we could get in the house. Today, wouldn't dare. Some of you may feel like it's still okay where you live, but be careful. That's all I'm going to say. Is be careful. For a lot of you, Aries, having the Page of Swords come up for you talks about you're going to give something another try. You're determined this time to make it work or make it happen. Aries, in the month of January, you have so many things that are being presented to you, almost on a plate and handed to you from the universe. You're going to give something another go around. Some of you are going back to a relationship that may, in fact, work out this time because of the energy has changed, because you're seeing something quite different than someone else did. For some of you, there's going to be a balance that's brought to your attention that is much needed. For some of you, the strength that you have and the strength that you have shown in a past situation or relationship where the other person was kind of weak, where the other person was thinking kind of shallow, they weren't invested the way you were, but now something may change. So Aries, for a lot of you who haven't been on the same page lately, there's about to be an awakening for your partner that's going to bring them to your level, that's going to bring them to the same energy. Now, whether they choose to stay at that energy is on each one of you. I don't know unless I do a personal, but the energies are coming together. For others of you who are single and moving forward and wanting to find love in 2022, it will find you. In 2022, not too many Aries will be single. Coming May and June, you'll already have been with somebody. You'll already met your other half, so to speak. There's a lot of adventure coming for you, but you must embrace each moment. You must decide to wake up each day in a good mood, being happy, even knowing that you got challenges to face. Welcome those challenges in that help you to grow and to get stronger. They help you to think. A lot of times we get something that's mind-boggling, frustrating even. But once you're able to come up with that answer, it is so gratifying, so exciting, and you feel so like you achieved so much. Look at each day and believe that there are blessings to come in each and every situation, good or bad. There is always a silver lining on that cloud. Aries, as you begin to go toward the end of January, there's a lot of you dealing with air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or dealing with earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Some of these people are going to just come in your life for a moment, pass through, so to speak. But they won't pass through without leaving something for you. There's a message to come from each one of them. A lot of Aries are going to deal with the initial S. Listen carefully. You're going to deal with the initial S, the initial L, the initial M, and the initial J. So make sure you comment sometime in the month of January, either back on this video or on another video, and let me know if you've come into contact, whether it's through a relationship, through work, maybe through friends. Let me know this initial, first initial. It's not the last initial. It's not a middle initial. Don't try to make the shit fit if it don't fit. It's the first initial. Let me know. Let me know. Boy, I hope I get initials for when I do my sign. We'll see. All right, you guys. With that being said, right now, that's Aries for January 2022. See you shortly.